This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now in Thailand, Chiang Mai, and behind me here you see Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive. And in this video I'm going to test I'm going to do range tests. I will test how far it will go in a single charge. So, since we are in Thailand, it's kind of not convenient to do 120 tests, but at least I will do the 90 test. And we will measure the capacity on this battery. Some people ask, is this the BYD Blade battery? I think it's the CATL battery, the same one that is in the Model 3, what used to be called Standard Range Plus, but you know the 60 kilowatt hour Model 3. It should be the same one according to what I have heard now. So yes, we are charging up now on 50 kilowatt only. This was the one that was most convenient. There are some high power chargers also around here, but they were occupied or at least shared. So I figured out, okay, let's just use this one. So yes, you have seen this before, maybe this car. It looks just like other Model Ys, except for that it's rear-wheel drive. So the interior, everything looks more or less just like the other Model Ys. But here, you can see something interesting here. Okay, look here. This charging screen now reports that it looks like we are charging at 45 kilowatt, but actually we are charging at only 41 kilowatt. So this is a bit different because previously the charging screen here used to show us what we were receiving. I remember, I remember back in the old days when I had MC Hammer in my Model 3. When I was charging at 50 kilowatt in winter, it would report receiving 36, 37 kilowatt because the heater was stealing 7 kilowatt. And then suddenly it would just boom, jump up until 45, 46 kilowatt. But now it's actually reporting what you get from the charger, more or less like most other car manufacturers also are doing. Which way should we present the data? I actually prefer showing this one, or even better if there will actually be some kind of notification or something here that shows you that, okay, we're getting 46 kilowatt from the charger, and then what goes in. But that would be overcomplicated, I think, and people will be confused. So anyway, yeah, so right now it's taking only 40 kilowatt because this one, the rear motor, is active now to generate heat, 2.5 kilowatt. And it's now heating up the battery. Wow, inlet is 61 degrees Celsius. It wants to heat up the battery to get some nice temperature and then also get a nice and flat charging curve. So yes, the procedure is to charge the car until 100%, and then we do the range test. So I can show you guys, well, it's not much to show you because it looks just like the other Model Ys. You guys, wait, let me see, let me turn on some interior light. I turn off HVAC, by the way. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do lights, and then soup. And I can show you guys in the back. It looks just like the other Model Ys. I think the only thing missing here is probably the subwoofer. I think it has the downgraded sound system, just like the Model 3 SR Plus. But I can show you that. Well, let me just here we have double glazed window. We also have that in the rear. So I mean, you get all that goodies. You get electric adjustable seat. You get the charging pads here. So it's just like the other Model Y, the long range, just that smaller battery, rear-wheel drive, and lower grade stereo system. All right, we are almost done charging. I think this session has taken almost 1 hour. I think we are at around 45, 50 minutes now. But interestingly, it shows 99% here. We're taking 9 kilowatt. And then here it seems like we have 101%, yes. So, but this is of course kind of like misreported from ScanMyTesla. But here, what is interesting now is that we have 57.1 kilowatt hour usable remaining, and then this one is 59.4 kilowatt hour nominal full pack. But you see, there is a little over 2 kilowatt hour of buffer. It used to be humongous. It used to be like 4 or 5 kilowatt hour. But when I tested Model 3 SR Plus, the 60 kilowatt hour LFP in Norway during winter, I managed to pull 56.9 kilowatt hour. So I guess we'll see today if we can also get 56.9 kilowatt hour out of this battery. We just have to wait until it finished charging. All right, we finished charging. So yes, the car reports 57.5 kilowatt hour. All right, let's reset everything and then off we go. All right, we are on the move. So we actually have to cruise at 91 kilometers per hour to match 90 GPS speed. Yeah, Teslas in general, they have very accurate speedometer. Many other cars, like you guys have seen in the range test, have to cruise at 93 to 95 kilometers per hour. So yes, the plan now is to just cruise. Well, I guess you guys don't know this area, but you see we are in Chiang Mai. We're going to drive towards Lampang, but we have to cross a mountain here actually, Doi Khun Tan. So right now we are at 259 meters over sea level, and I think we have to go to something like 600-700 meters over sea level. So this route is actually heavier and harder, actually a slight disadvantage on the consumption versus the Mjøsa route where it's mostly flat. But I will still count it as a 90 test. Yeah, I think it's the closest we can get now, and we will still measure the battery capacity either way. So yeah, so we're hugging the right lane now because the right lane is the smoothest lane. Yeah, you guys might have been wondering why do I complain about right lane huggers, but then I hug the right lane myself? Well, I will actually move out of the way if someone comes behind me, but when I'm shooting video, it's more convenient for me to just have autopilot on like now, and then just hug the right lane, and then yeah. But usually the leftmost lane is quite shitty in Thailand because the road maintenance over here is poor. So many people actually avoid the rightmost lane because it's very bumpy and you could actually damage your rims. Yeah, that's why. So always hug the right lane when you are going fast-ish. Let's check the weight of the car. I have a Cybex car seat in the back, and also a tripod, 20 kilos extra, let's say. Okay, let's see. Oh, front axle 960. Whole car. Wow, that means 2,000 kilos. Whoa, very nice. Oh yeah, we're just cruising now, listening to some music on the Spotify. So you know, Tesla is one of the few vehicles where you can actually run the backup camera and the side repeaters while driving. Well, the Korean car can do it, like Ioniq 5 and EV6, but most other cars, they cannot do this, and this is very useful when, at least when you're pulling a trailer. But also one neat feature is that, you know, the window here is tinted. Window here is also tinted. You can see it's tinted if I lower this one, then you see how dark the tint is. Yeah. the dark side. Okay, so that is something I don't like with the cars in Thailand, but you kind of need to because the sun is so strong over here. But then here you can see clearly. Yeah, because it's the rear, the backup camera, not the one that is. Yeah, you see how dark it is. And this is what the interior looks like at night. We have a little bit of ambient light here, you see, in the footwell, also in the side pocket here. So yeah, you see, actually, when I'm driving in Norway, I drive bare, well, not bare, but I tend to take off my shoes. So that's what I also do here. So yeah, thumbs up for barefooted driving. Okay, we're almost at the top of the mountain now, and 553. Yeah, here it is. Wait, this one? Yeah, this is one. Is it the top of the mountain? Okay, Doi Khun Tan. Doi means mountain. 572, so that means roughly 300 meter elevation change. And now we're going downhill, and I guess we're gonna regenerate a lot. We are getting close to Lampang now, and yes, I have tested Model Y long range, which is dual motor, and that one averaged 142 watt-hour per kilometer in Norway. In the Norway route, the flatter route, even smoother asphalt than here. 142 watt-hour per kilometer. What are we getting now? 131 watt-hour per kilometer. And the Norway test was at 20 degrees Celsius. It's also 20 degrees Celsius here. Wow, this thing is amazingly efficient. What the heck? Ioniq, go home. What? We are still not done yet with the test. Okay, we're gonna drive a little bit more. well, actually a lot more. So we are still at only 81%. Wow, can this car go 500 kilometers? Well, the NEDC is 510, I think it was, and then the VLTP is 430. So are we gonna get something close to the NEDC range in Thailand? We shall see. We have finally reached the smooth asphalt. I can show you guys here that yeah, Chiang Mai is further up there, and then we passed Lampang, and then we are driving towards Tak, and then I think right now we are in the Thun area. So look at the stats so far. 131 watt-hour per kilometer. I think we are on a slight elevation. There's a slight hill there before we go downhill again, and then we are down to 74%. Yeah, by the way, this one is finally it's back again. The cards are back, and it's better than before, because I tend to have it on this. Well, by the way, tire pressure seems a bit low, because it's supposed to be 2.9 bar when they're cold, but the tires should be hot by now. So yeah, but it shouldn't matter too much. Maybe we're talking about 1-2 watt-hour per kilometer if we have slightly better tire pressure. But yeah, so this is really good so far. So the plan now is that, okay, and 74%, okay, so I'm going to drive further south now. And oh yeah, by the way, the headlights are so great, except for that they don't look that great because of the tint. But yeah, they are just the same awesome headlights like the long range. But yeah, I will drive until I have 52%, and then I'll turn around and go back. That should be enough, because the state of charge scale in Tesla is very accurate and very linear compared to some, actually many other cars, legacy automakers. They tend to have non-linear state of charge scale, which kind of makes planning slightly cumbersome if you actually look at the percent. We are now at the PT station here in Thun. I can show you that over there, yeah, we actually have the fast chargers. We will not charge there. So this is going to be one of the checkpoints. According to Google, it's from the Bangchak station to here is 178 kilometers. And the car reports 177 kilometers. So we can count as very accurate. Actually, the car might be slightly under-reporting distance, but it means that the consumption here is actually correct. 127 watt-hour per kilometer. And another thing, okay, this, oh shit, it's been counting. But also, this one, it was actually 88 kilometers per hour average speed, but I've been stationary here, and also there's been a few stoplights. Yeah, you know how it is in Thailand. So actually, it means that the average speed is right on par with the Norway run. So this is actually a legit 90 kilometers per hour test. So right, I guess I'm gonna go to the to the restroom, and then maybe grab some snack over here. It's open 24/7. You know, it's almost 2 at night, and it's 21 or 22 degrees Celsius outside. So you see, I'm wearing my Stormbag shorts. Huh? This is why I like Thailand. So yeah, the car is just parked here. And also it's an advantage to do this run at night, because then the car is not insanely hot after just 10 minutes baked in the sun. So right, okay, let's get over here. Convenience store. I'm doing 90 kilometers per hour, and then I'm being hammered by a truck. What the heck? I guess, yeah, with freaking Need for Speed lights under the truck. Thailand only. Wow. All right, I think we're gonna turn around soon. So we are getting kind of close to Tak, and there are plenty of U-turn points here. But okay, let me show you now. So far, okay, here we have 52% left, and then so far we have driven 219 kilometers. And then ScanMyTesla here can reveal that we have spent 27.9 kilowatt hour, and the car estimates 29.2 kilowatt hour left. There is a little bit of loss here, so maybe we get 28.5 something kilowatt hour out of this battery. So yes, I think it's time to turn around somewhere here. We'll find a place to yeah, just do a little flip mode and then head back to Chiang Mai. We just passed Lampang, and now we're on the bumpy part of the road again. So we are heading towards the mountain Doi Kondan. And I realized that I made a small mistake. Actually, I should have learned from the same mistake I made with the Aura Good Cat GT I tested recently, which is that Chiang Mai here is at higher elevation than down here, or whatever, further low there. So I should not have turned around at 51%. I should have turned around at maybe 52, 53%, because now we actually don't have enough juice to go back to Chiang Mai directly. So we have to stop a little bit before, but that's fine because there's a PTT station with a fast charge, actually a fast high, I wouldn't call it high-ish power charger over there. We'll get 80 kilowatt or 75 kilowatt from it, so that's fine. Yeah, and right now, oh, let me see, oh shit, it's so bumpy over here, but I can show you, oh, whatever, it's too bumpy, I can't show you the stuff here. I'll show you by the time we are back, I guess, in Chiang Mai. Oh, now we are starting to climb the mountain. We are back in Chiang Mai, and now we are almost out of juice now. We have 5% left. Yeah, so I think it's time to bail out. We have done 419 kilometers now. So yes, pretty cool stats there. I found out, okay, you can switch to Sweden's last charge. So we're gonna look at this once we are done with the test. So yeah, the fast charger is just 9 kilometers from here. And then also lots of goodies over here. But yes, I figured out that yeah, at this point I should not try to reach the whatever charger I originally wanted to reach further away, because we simply don't have enough juice. We are missing maybe 1 kilowatt hour only, but whatever. So no big deal, we can just charge at the PTT station instead. We are finally at the Patatan station. Ooh, this seems to be a new one and it looks nice. Man, these Patatan stations are really cool. Lots of amenities. Okay, KFC also. Man, which countries has KFC at gas stations? Okay, anyway, so I'm topping up a little bit now. So I have recorded all the data. I will crunch some numbers and show you guys everything soon. But first, I just have to top it a little bit. And then I have to drive over to the other charger where I'm going to do a charging test. Hopefully the charger is not semi-kaput like it was last time, but okay. So we are charging not very fast because it's trying to heat up the battery. That's good. Okay, we are now charging at the PTT station. So the PT station, or the Alexa Delta charger, is not working properly. I was going to do a charging test there, so we just have to skip that one. But okay, if we look at the numbers today, very impressive consumption, 129 watt hour per kilometer. Wow. And then we had 1.7% left, and it also corresponds with what the trip what the energy meter thing shows. What is it called again? I'm not sure what it's called, but okay, so everything corresponds. And then based on all these numbers, it means that we have 440 kilometers of range. That is very impressive. That is actually 10 kilometers better than the VLTP range, but of course not as good as NEDC range, unfortunately. So maybe we can achieve NEDC in Thailand if we actually drive until the car stops, but I have my doubts because yeah, I'm not sure how much we have below zero, but it might not be enough. But 129 watt hour per kilometer. What the heck, man? This car is super efficient. It puts all the legacy automakers to shame. Like, but it's also a lot more efficient than the Model 3 long range I tested. So yeah, I'm not sure what is the reason. I think we need to test this car in Norway once spring comes, but you know, we have to wait a while. So some people, but they might not understand the point of me testing stuff in Thailand, but actually sometimes it makes sense to test it here because we get some kind of summer consumption here or something. Yeah, maybe we will get the same consumption numbers in Norway in 3 months. We will see, I guess. So yes, I'm not sure what else to say. Man, this car is even more efficient than Aura Good Cat, huh? Can you believe that? Tesla Tech for the win, right? And then, okay, and then based on this energy consumption graph thing, I look at the climate. It claims 5% on climate, and then based on the consumption, we can look at ScanMyTesla. It reports 55.8 kilowatt hour. That also corresponds with the trip distance multiplied by by the consumption. But okay, based on that, we figure out how many kilowatt hour that is. And then I don't know exactly how long it took, but let's say it took around 5 hours to drive that distance. Actually, maybe a little bit shorter. But that should be around 500 watts then. So 500 watt for heating, I think that's actually pretty good. Yeah, but that also means that it was running. The heater was running, or the HVAC was running for cooling or heating, mostly heating, but it was scavenging a little bit of heat. So, but the temperature outside was very similar to the inside temperature, so very good conditions at least. Maybe that's why the consumption is so good. So if you try this in Norway, maybe it would not be that good. Well, we'll find out, I guess. So, but at least what it shows now is that this Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive is really efficient. Yeah, that's what I wanted to find out. And also, when it comes to the kilowatt-hour number, yes, it's very close to the Model 3 SR Plus, or whatever. It's not called SR Plus, but the Model 3 rear-wheel drive, I think that's what they call nowadays. So it should be the same battery. Yeah, battery size is very similar, and I think all the characteristics is also very similar. So yes, I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.